How to fix your diet and eat clean. No bullshit guide. So in this video, I'm just going to tell you how you can just fix your diet. So before we just jump into the topic, what does the fixing the diet means? Like what does eating clean means in its essence? Eating clean simply means that you are stop eating junk food in a binge manner. Now, don't get me wrong here. Eating junk food is a normal thing. If your friend is eating kurkure, तो तुम्हारा ये ऑब्वियसली मन करेगा कि मैं थोड़े से खा लूँ. It's not a kind of a thing that is considered a bad diet or something like that. It's normal thing. If you are in a kind of social event, let's say in a party, so obviously बात है, you will have some kind of some appetizers or something like that are high in calories or something like that, that are not considered clean food in its essence. But the thing that is problematic is that you are losing the ability to control whether you are having junk food or not. That means that you are having junk food every single day. You are having junk food regularly on a consistent basis without even having the ability to control it. Like you are just impulsively having it out of bad mental health. That's the what I was thinking to look for. You are consistently having junk food in order to cope for your mental health because of stress, because of anxiety, because of those things. If you are having junk food on a consistent basis, that's what I consider a bad diet. All right. Now you can go into specifics like high protein, high calorie, those kind of things. Those are very high level things, but those are very hyper optimizing things. वो आप जब आप hyper optimize कर रहे होते चीज़ों को, then you should look into those things. But when you look into the basics gets very clear. If लोग आपको जो है advice देंगे कि you should eat home cooked food, you should eat that, you should eat this and that, but how do we do this? Oats कितने डालने हैं, milk कितना डालना है, protein powder कितना डालना है, those are very problematic things, I guess. The main things that is problematic is that you are not able to control कि मेरे को कुरकुरे खाने के लिए आपके सामने जो है वो कुछ भी रखा हुआ है, जैसे कि चॉकलेट केक रखा हुआ है या फिर मफिन्स रखे हुए हैं या फिर कुछ भी like packaged food, sugary food which the companies have designed, specifically designed to capture young children so that they can eat their food and get addicted to it. You're not able to control the impulse to eat that thing. Let's look at the problem from a deeper perspective. Why are we even eating junk food in the first place? Because it feels good. Okay. It gives us a temporary feeling of fulfillment, a temporary feeling of satisfaction. Okay. Why do you need to get a temporary feeling of satisfaction? Are you not satisfied enough with life in a normal basis? Are you not satisfied? Are you not fulfilled with your life in normal cases? In normal case, is your mind so much disappointment, stress, anxiety, something like that? Because that's when a person indulges into those things. The primary thing that is most common factor for this is the stress. Exams are in. Oh man, exams are in. I haven't studied anything. I'm feeling too much stressed. I need to get something, some junk food that I can feel good for a little while. So the stress is the main causation. काफ़ी लोग जो है एंग्जाइटी की वजह से भी खाते हैं, and a lot of people just get into a habit of it, right? When you are in a kind of stress, any kind of bad dejected mood, what your mind tells you to do? Your mind tells you to eat that packet of chocolate, feel the sugar rush और मेरे को अच्छा feel हो, because that's a very easy way to feel good. Let's look into the evolutionary perspective of it. When we eat something in high calorie, like some sugar food, chocolate, pastry, ice cream, or high fatty food, high fat content, fried chicken or something like that. Basically something that is very high in calorie dense food. Our mind releases happy hormones, serotonin and dopamine, and these kind of chemicals get released in our brain. Now why does our brain is rewarding a food that is bad for us? काफ़ी लोग सोचेंगे कि ये ऐसा क्यों होता है कि कोई चीज़ अगर हमारे लिए गलत है, कोई चीज़ हमारे लिए harmful है, then also our mind rewards that thing. Now you have to look into that from an evolutionary point of view. What happens is that, think about the days in our ancestors. हमारे पूर्वजों के बारे में दिनों के बारे में सोचिए थोड़ा सा. तो उस टाइम ऐसा होता था कि फूड वॉज अ वेरी हाई स्कार्सिटी. फूड जो है वो बहुत बड़ी स्कार्सिटी थी. तो किसी भी तरीके का खाना जो हाई कैलोरी डेंस फूड होता था, जो कैलोरी रिच होता था, दैट काइंड ऑफ फूड वॉज एक्चुअली बेनिफिशियल फॉर आवर सर्वाइवल. वो उस तरीके का खाना हमारे लिए उस टाइम में सर्वाइवल के लिए बेनिफिशियल था, बिकॉज फूड स्कासिटी थी और सम ह्यूमन कंज्यूम्स हाई कैलोरी फूड, देन इट वुड बाय हिम मोर टाइम टू लुक फॉर द अनदर फूड सोर्स. लाइक मान लें कि किसी ने उस टाइम जो है कोई हाई कैलोरी फूड, हमने किसी को KFC चिकन बकेट पकड़ा दी उस टाइम पे, तो it would give him a lot of enough calories so that he can buy some more time to look for another food source. एक तरीके से beneficially हुआ, you are getting more time to hunt for another food source. You won't feel hungry in the nearby time, so you can just relax and look into other things and have some more time for hunt for food. We don't get food by just paying for it simply without any kind of struggle for to get the food. कोई struggle नहीं है, you just go and just buy the food item that you want to eat. Simple as that. Now what is happening right now is that we are having very easy access to food. तो easily food हमें मिल रहा है. There is no kind of struggle that we have to do. School food is no longer a scarcity, especially the packaged food. You can just go and any supermarket or किसी shop पे जाके you can just buy food that you want to eat. Now, in that case of scenario, what happens is that our mind doesn't know that. Our mind doesn't know that food is no longer a scarcity, and it still rewards high calorie food. That's the thing, guys. That's the thing. That's why our mind feels so satiated and less anxious when we are munching on those, kurkure and chips. That's why our mind is feeling so less anxious, because our mind is hardwired to reward those kind of high fatty and high sugary or whatever, high calorie food. That's the science behind it. So you see, the purpose of our mind to motivate us to eat junk food is just for our survival, but it doesn't know that the things have changed in the modern day. It doesn't know that we can easily get junk food by just going to supermarket or shop mein jaake we can just easily buy it. How do we fix that? Okay, it won't be a very good choice to go with your ancestral brain right now and just have a lot of high calorie food, because slowly your brain will get habituated to eating those kind of things like diabetes and hypertension and whatever, high cholesterol. Those kind of things do happen. So what can you simply do to just get the control over your mind so that you can consciously choose whether you need to have junk food or not, whether you need to have, whether you can control that you are having junk food or not. Now what can you do to improve your diet? Like how you can get out of this negative feedback loop जिसमें आप फंस गए हो and you are just having bad mental health. The thing that you can simply do is do the activities that lowers the negative emotion. इसका डाइट से क्या कोरिलेशन है? अभी हमने देखा कि बैड मेंटल हेल्थ वॉज गिविंग राइज टू क्रेविंग्स फॉर बैड फूड. हमने एवोल्यूशनरी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी देख लिया कि वाई इट इज़ हैपनिंग. नाउ व्हाट वी कैन डू? Simply get into the activities that lowers your stress, anxiety, feeling of depression, or whatever it is. Bad mental health, emotions that are constituted in the bad mental health, you need to do the activities to counteract those things. Now people will say that it is cope. All right, स्ट्रेस है वहाँ पे तभी मैं एक्टिविटीज़ कर रहा हूँ, वो वाली जो उस स्ट्रेस को जो है कम करने की कोशिश कर रही है, या फिर वो फीलिंग ऑफ स्ट्रेस को, स्ट्रेस इज स्टिल देयर. Let's say you are having an exam or any kind of problem in your life, the stress is still there, but you are doing the activities in order to counteract those feeling of stress. Now people will say, yeah, this is fucking cope or something like that. What else you can do? What else you can do to just remove that stress? Most of the time the thing that is causing the stress is not in our control. Just get into some kind of habit or some kind of activities that remove your stress altogether. The first activity is simply exercising, man. Exercising, everybody knows, exercise करने से endorphins release होते हैं and you just feel good about yourself, right? भागने दौड़ने के बाद you just feel good about yourself. When you exercise, your body naturally rewards that and you just feel good about yourself. Second thing that you can do is meditation. So meditation, how does it specifically helps to improve your diet? What happens is that when we meditate, our mental health improves. to be aware of what we are putting in our body. So that awareness is very, very important. Plus it also helps to improve our mental health, so it's a win-win situation for us to do meditation, right? Second thing that you need to do is, specifically for those people who live outside of their home, is get in touch with your family and loved ones. Because what happens is that people who are living outside, most of the time what happens is that they lack any kind of emotional connection with feeling of well-being that you get when you are with your family, the people that you love. When you're with those kind of those people, you just naturally feel less anxious and stressed. Try to get in touch with your family and friends so that you can just get into that emotional well-being. These things help you to lower your stress, and as you lower your stress, it will be very easy for you to just not indulge into junk food anymore, because your body won't crave it. You're no longer in a continuous state of deprivation of something that you need any kind of temporary feeling of well-being from eating junk food, right?